So there we go. Just about to start the next walk. I'm guessing I came up from that one, or that will happen in the future. Now, okay, we're now about to walk through Towneley. That's like the Westone area, what we previous walk. We're sort of on the eastern extremity of Burnley, right next to Moors, and we're just about to enter Towneley area. So Towneley, yes, this place reeks of history. You're going back as far as like 12th century for its official record as Brunshaw and Towneley, this area. Now Brunshaw means, shaw is Anglo-Saxon for wood, and Brun is the River Brun. Now we'll come back to it in a bit more detail in a little bit, but I'm quite a historian and I've done loads of work on locating the Battle of Brunanburh to Burnley, and this is the key. This area is a key part of that. Welcome to Springwood Garden Centre. You see, we're on the edge of Burnley now. Gardens and grass and shit. So the Townleys, right? I think you're going pre-Norman invasion. I think it was owned by the I think it's the abbots of Whalley, monks of Whalley, whatever. Whalley's at the side of Pendle, quite an old area. Am I going down the right road here? I don't think I am. I think this is it, yeah. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, it's just there. So, Towneley, owned, I think it's part of the sort of estates of the abbots of Whalley. And I think in the conquest, it was given to one of the Normans. And eventually, it settles into the family named themselves after the area, Towneley. Now Towneley is like an Anglo-Saxon term for like 100 farms or something like that. It's like an administrative centre. Lee means clearing, which is a very pretty part of the place. Lady O'Hara was the last Towneley in the 1920s or something. Gives Towneley Hall and the estate to the Corporation of Burnley to form as our sort of, you know, museum and shit. Lungs. It's been with us ever since. It's an absolute gem of a place. I mean, look, it's a bit of a shitty day today, but it's set in some fabulous moorland. The edge of Yorkshire's just over there. So we're going to walk into Towneley. Now, so it's quite interesting because you've got a guy called Richard of the Lee. He's mentioned in the Robin Hood ballads, because Robin Hood had a connection to this area as well. And then Towneley Hall sort of gets layered, but this was a Catholic hotbed, you know, of papism. Even during the sort of Reformation period of Henry VIII, we used to still be like, the Jesuit priests used to hide out here on their sort of like spiritual reconquisters. We used to hide around Burnley. Towneley family, massive. You know, they were total recusants. They'd rather pay 20 quid, which is a lot of money in like the 16th century, every Sunday than go to fucking church. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of money. It's a bit misty this morning, but you get a feel for where we are. So this is like an old drive that goes straight to the hall, actually. So, Catholic family, the Townleys, big Catholic family. That meant when Bonnie Prince Charlie, who's obviously Catholic, he turns up in Scotland, Catholic Lancashire was expected to rise as Jacobites, and they were led by Charles Towneley, who was from this Towneley Hall. I think he was the son of the Towneley at the time. They were a noble family, you know, not the House of Lords. Another Charles Towneley was really instrumental in getting a lot of statues and pottery back from Ostia, during the dig of Ostia from Rome. He was a massive art collector, and Towneley Hall, you just get a kind of glimpse of it right in the distance there. I think they're doing it up. Towneley Hall has this amazing art collection down to that Charles Towneley. We also won the Derby, one of the Towneley's horses in the middle of the 19th century, before football, like 1850. We won the Derby. Can't remember the name of the horse, but shows how partisan the town is. The whole town came out to celebrate, you know, winning the Derby. So there, it's the edge of Burnley up there. So yeah, that's what I mean, Pendle City. It's a shame it's not a prettier day, but what can you do? Now this used to be a golf course, up to a few years ago. It used to be a golf course, Burnley 9 hole. Now they've got 18 hole over there and a pitch and putt up there. They had 3 golf courses, but for some reason they've let it go to fallow. However, it just means it's an amazing, I mean, imagine taking your dog for a walk on here, like. This is like owned by Burnley people, this piece of heather. We can do what we like, where, you know, if you're saying like Norfolk and you went like this, you get some guy who can come out with a massive gun, shoot you. So there's the difference between the good people of Lancashire. Our hills are our hills. A bit like the Scots, because the Scots can go wherever they want. Scotland, they can put the tent up right to Rome. But then again, the Scots are always different. Nicola Sturgeon, she had like 18 years for the COVID fucking sentence. Just to be sure. Not bad. Never liked Nicola Sturgeon. I don't mind the SNP, but I just didn't like her. Anyway, I'm not talking about Scotland. I'm talking about the Townleys. So, yeah, so like I said, it's been given to the people of Burnley, as Towneley Hall in the park. I mean, it's all of that, it's been huge for our sort of recreation. And they used to have bandstand, used to come up, you know, there's a bandstand at the back. People come and sort of give performances in the summer and things. All the big gigs happen on Towneley, around the Towneley Hall, on the playing fields, as there's a lot of football. I remember used to coming down here playing cricket for Burnley Boys Club. 8-a-side it was. It was like, what, might have been like 91, 92. And I always remember there was this Australian programme. Have you ever thought like this? How strange things happen. Are you going round the twist? Now did you hear the word about... Anyway, I remember because I used to sing that while we're fielding, so it was that period. Up there is where Hurstwood's up there, right, and that's where Edmund Spencer's family's from. And it's fascinating because there's three major poets have connections to this area. I'm one of them, obviously. I've probably got the biggest connection because I am actually a Burnley boy. We got John Keats. His grandma was from Colne, and he used to love eating potato pie. As do I. I used to love my granny's eating potato pie. I still know that recipe. But the most interesting one is Edmund Spencer. Now, it's Spencer with an S rather than a C, and that's a lot of them around these parts. That new church in Pendle, stuff like that. Anyway, his family, I think he might have been his uncle, used to live at Hurstwood, and there's Spencer's cottage there to this day. And while he was here, he wrote this poem called Shepherd's Calendar, because you can tell it's from Burnley because it's full of East Lancashireisms, and his mate Edward Kelly came up, did some sketches that he then turned into woodcuts to like head each month. And you can see Pendle Hill in all of them. It's amazing, really. Anyway, one of the months, one of the eclogues, he's talking about this guy called Cuddy and this other guy called Willie, and I'm sure that's the young William Shakespeare with Cuthbert Main, this Jesuit. Convinced of that, like, but okay, what's this? Our first event of the deep board needs a bit cleaning up, doesn't it? The deer pond. It became Burnley's first natural reserve. The deer pond's important memorial historical feature of Towneley Park can be seen in the foreground of the painting, a view of Towneley Park, which is there. Yeah, I think that needs a bit of a clean. Now, so what's interesting about Towneley Park as well, right, is just inside of the hall there's a place called Castle Hill. Now no one knows what it's for, but it looks like an Anglo-Saxon bear trenches. Now I'm sure that's where Brunanburh is, actual Brunanburh, and this is the site of the Great Battle of Brunanburh around here. In fact, yesterday I was walking around Thompson's Park, right, and I'm sure there's a ford of the Brun. See, that's the playing fields. See, they're quite long. Right, anyway, that used to be Towneley School up there. It's a different one these days. Do I have any money on me? Shit, I left my wallet at my dad's. I'm coming down to see my dad, you see, that's why I'm doing all these walks. My dad don't live too far from here. But I love Towneley. I mean, what day is it today? February 27th? It's a leap year as well. So no leaves. There's no sun, but it's, you can imagine this place is heaving in the summer. We've been walking 11 minutes. I think I might be able to get like about 40 minutes of this walk today. You know. So this is a massive part of Burnley, this town there. Everyone goes down Towneley like at some point. Just because we've got it. You know. It's like the moorland sort of segs into the town via this. So this is, you know, it's not like some crappy little park, municipal park somewhere. It's basically the moorlands themselves, a bit more refined, a little bit more chipped, like porcelain. I think the best way to describe it is like porcelain moorlands. God, I'm such a good poet, like. Nice little car park and cafe area. See, unfortunately, they're doing up Towneley Hall at the moment, so you don't get it in its full glory, but look, it's up there. Actually, you can see some of it. So you can see how, look how long, you know, we've had a few royals visit over years. What's the Burnley fish? Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions about Towneley? Just for a blog I'm doing? Yeah, go on. Cheers. Hello mate, so are you from Burnley? Yeah. So how often do you come down Towneley? Every day. Every day? Why do you come down? What's the...
Take him for his walk.
Yeah. Oh, you don't sound like from Burnley, where are you from?
Originally from Humberside.
Humberside. But I'm just saying, it's a wonderful thing for Burnley folk to have, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Just, and yes, anyway, that'll do. All the best. Hello, pal. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? You're going for a walk, he's downtown there. Lucky dog. Yeah, that's what I mean. So, and it keeps going and going, and cleavages down there. And see, there's walkers, dog walkers. So yeah, so Charles Towneley from the, I think like 1750s, he brought one of the greatest collections of sort of art and from Italy and Roman stuff from Ostia. Stored it here for a while, and then he gave it to, I think some of it formed the foundation of the British Museum. That extensive, that good. So here's some geography. Long causeway. Now the long causeway is the old Viking trail that goes to York. That's up there, it goes that way. Hapton Bridge, 10 miles over Dills. It's a mile from the town centre. Colne 8, which is the other extremity of Pendle City. Towneley Hall. But you know, so this is where they'll have sort of concerts. They'll set up some like big stadiums, not stadiums, arenas, not arenas, that's the wrong word. Stages. Doing this very early today. They're the changing rooms. They were a bit tired now, them changing rooms. They're tired when I was using them. But this like that, the golf course is all along the side of there. So yeah, so Towneley Hall is the place people come here get married. I think my Uncle Jeff, not Uncle Jeff, Uncle Peter, knobhead, he's a prick actually. But he got married here, I remember I was 10 maybe. We all came, did the photos. I think we had his dinner up in the stables. So up there's Castle Hill, behind there, I think it's about there. That's where I think Brunham was. And the battle would have been fought out. I mean, it's a pretty good battlefield if you think about it, isn't it? Look at this. Don't argue around that. For a flat battlefield. Also, what's interesting is that Saint Etheldrada, right? Saint Etheldrada. In about 640 AD, her and her girls run away to Bradford from Altham, which is Altham's like Padiham way. And then they stop off on these plains, right, these plains where a magical ash tree grows out of the river or something. And she said they're really flat, and this is pretty much like flat, the centre of Burnley is this flat all the way around. And if you change, right, so it's like the famous ash tree of Etheldrada. Now Ethel, obviously Ethel, in Y-double-N is Celtic for ash tree. So Etheldrada's inn, or Ethelin, is a potential sort of word. And another name for the battles of Battle of Brunham was the plains of Othlin. So I think these are the plains of Othlin. The plains of Etheldrada's ash. Now that's some obscure history there, like, but it's what I do. It's beautiful though, look at that. What a place. To just, you know, there's the sort of, there's the houses of Burnley right there. Well, you know, this is ours. So, and this is our museum, an art gallery. A lot of museums and art galleries in the centre of town. But ours, to get to it, you have to get some nature. So there's 3 main building periods in the hall. There's 3. So you imagine the central bit is like 14th century, I think. It's beautiful inside. And then you've got 2 separate wings. One's like, I think it's maybe 1700. I think that's the 1700 wing. So then it was an L shape, and then they built another wing in the 19th century, turning it into big family hall that lasted till Lady O'Hagan in the 20s. What we're going to do, we're going to go around the hall, around the back, come round on the side. Morning.
Morning.
Enjoying your walk around Towneley?
Yeah, plodding on.
Yeah, plodding on. It's a wonderful benefit for the town, isn't it? What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
When it's not raining.
When it's not raining, yeah. Cheers. I'm just doing a little vlog. So this is the cafe, which has been recently refurbished apparently. No, I've actually been in with my dad. Yeah. That's the old like stables, you see, that's the old stables. back when they had horses. So look, you're getting into a little bit with the architecture now. So in there's the priest hall. We can actually go where they used to hide the priests. And there's a big bear as well. But unfortunately, well, the artwork is amazing in here, like. We'll go around. Towneley Hall repairs finishing this year. There. South wing, Great Hall, North wing. So, okay, so that's what we've come down then. The Deer Park Road, that's what we've just come down. But you see how it's a bit more, I don't know, they seem to have planted a lot of stuff. Golf, yeah, changed a lot. We're not going to go that side, we're going to go around to the side today. I think that's the Great Wall Monument. Some nice gardens. But it's quite interesting, you know, I mean, a lot of wealth. The Townley's had a lot of wealth. And you've got like extreme poverty about a mile away. You know, where we used to eat mud and shit. You know, this is where they played croquet on the lawn. What's this sign saying? Oh yeah, here we go. That's what it looks like. Looks like 1905. So you get an idea. It's like today. That's what it's like 1905. Right, so we're going to head through the woods. How long have we been walking? 22 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be long on this one. Yeah, why the fuck not? I want to show, like I said, I want to show people the opportunity of having the greatest life anyone could have by living in Burnley. You know what I mean? What was I saying? Fold this cross. Oh, is that? Where's that gone? Used to be there. Oh yeah. So there used to be Fold this cross. That's going back to that Anglo-Saxon hearted Burnley shit around St. Peter's. We'll come to that another time. You see, so this is all this is the testament to sort of like philanthropist activity, 18th, 19th century. We're not quite philanthropists, but just far too much money to know what to do with. So East Lothian is pretty much a similar kind of place where they just created huge plantations of exotic trees and stuff. The gardens where one could walk around. Oh, that bridge. It's a bit mossy these days. I think that the 9-hole golf course is up here on the right. I'm not sure. But like, again, beautiful woodlands. To you know, get away from the smog. Yeah, I'm sure the golf course is up there. We'll go this way. There's a path up here. So, what does this say? Woodland Concerts, here we go. The Music Pavilion was built in 1928, funded through the Stock's Mastership bequest for fund £4 grand. Here, there's a good picture of what it was. Like, it's, I think, High Road is now an 18-hole pitch and putt course. But towards the end of Towneley's ownership of the land, Lady O'Hagan opened High Road to the public for special events. In 1863, 30,000 people attended a military review to celebrate the marriage of Prince of Wales and Princess Alexandra. To celebrate Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee, 50 to 60,000 people were welcomed into the park. 13,000 Sunday school children sang the national anthem. But in 1963, a fire led to it having to be demolished. Now it's said it's returned to nature. So this is where, yeah, it didn't last that long, did it? So this is where that was. Big events in Burnley back in the day. But then we'll hit the golf course. So this used to be where the, I think it was there. Yeah, I think it was there. This is the 9-hole golf course. I spent many of my teenage years up here. Like, it's fun. No, not 9-hole, it's 18-hole pitch and putt. That's right. Yeah, 18-hole pitch and putt. But like, again, it's a cool little feature of Burnley. Definitely one of the best pitch and putt courses. Most of them on like some like run-down stretch of grass in the middle of some shitty town. Green needs a bit of work, man. But I'm sure that'll be alright come March. Yeah, a lot of fun on this place. Oh, that's good. I needed a good walk yesterday. I went out partying at weekend, 47 years old, and I shouldn't really be doing it. And, my blood pressure was well high the past 2 or 3 days, so I got some dark chocolate and some grapes, and it immediately did the trick. Well, it's not like diabetic or all, but it definitely helped. So you just gotta, your heart is a muscle, must keep it alive, must keep it going. So, I mean, but honestly, I do love Lancashire. There's a certain quality of air, it's like it's damp. You can't get it off camera, but Lancashire's damp. But it's nice, it's fresh, like a fresh damp. So just coming out with a shower. So this is the tricky first. Oh, this is the tricky first with a deceptively deep hole. I think. Yeah. So this is where it begins. We'll go back into the. So that's where you get the pitch and putt sticks from. Clubs. So we've been walking half an hour from one side of Towneley to the other without stopping really. But the main road's just up there. And now in there you've got Crown Green bowling. I think there's some tennis courts as well. So again, more sort of sports for the people of Burnley. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slip back side of the golf course down to the bottom. Okay. Oh, this place is pure wild garlic country, all you won't believe. The wild garlic in here is crazy. Yeah, people of Burnley should be absolutely well proud of Towneley. It's ours. Most aristocratic families sell up, don't they? Lady O'Hagan. Because the Townleys did have a Sir Caring Street. They're like, we do live next to like thousands of people in abject poverty. They're always quite munificent. No, munificent. Yeah. Good people. But it's right funny because Lady O'Hagan gives away the estate. Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Gives away the estate, and then all these like Americans crawl out of woodwork. See more. All these Americans crawl out at woodwork in an effort to fucking claim some like hereditary right over the town, but we told them to fuck off. Morning.
Morning.
He weren't that impressed. We'll actually walk down road, I think. We'll just get a view though. Nice view of Burnley from up here. So, I think there's actually a path down there, I'm not sure. So that's, you know, old stables and old estate workers will live there. So this is like East Burnley. It's like an arm that goes over Brunshaw. That's Brunshaw area. There's Turfmoor over there. Yeah, this is Towneley Golf Course. Yeah, it's beautiful really. So we're going to walk round the, I think maybe possibly, let's just leave it here, shall we? At the edge of the estate. I think that makes good sense, doesn't it? That's reasonable. £2 pay and display all day for 2024. You know, you can park up here and just enjoy the park for what it is all day. Right, here we go. Well, that was Towneley. Yeah. And these are the gates. We'll continue the next walk from here, I guess. Burnley Wood, that'll be funny. Burnley Wood's down there.